What you know about that? What you know about that? I'm on the big screen, mama. Hey, let's see. They can't hear. They can't hear what we hear, but they just gonna see us. Oh, okay, well.
But you's a scary dude, okay. Believed by very few. Okay. Just keep it very cool, okay. Or we will bury you. See all that attitude is unnecessary, dude. Cause you never carry tools, he's not even sweary cute. You got people fooled who see you on the tube. Whatever try to do, they see you on the
Church bag. That means tap in.
What you know about it?
What you know about it? Yeah, say. Yeah. Yo, what's up? What's up? And welcome to another edition of Play It Safe, the podcast with your host, April Lacey, streaming live on Pressure 23 Radio and iHeartRadio. Yeah, we in here tonight, and over here to my left, I have this beautiful young lady named Drika that's going to be my guest for tonight. Give her a shout out, please. Woo! Yeah. And I want to tell Drika, thank you for reaching out to me to come on the show. That really humbles my heart. I appreciate it that the Lord put that on your heart to want to come on here and play it safe and just put it out there. And I'm just thankful that you chose me to be that person to put it out there.
Most definitely, AP. I fucks with you. Yes, y'all better play it safe.
That's right. Y'all see that? When you do right, you be right. Well, then, we just I ain't gonna hold it up no further. But I do want to, before I get started, I want to give a shout out to my good friend. Tamika Burrell. She's my audio engineer back there. Woo! Y'all hear that? Y'all hear that person clapping in the back? That be Tamika. Yeah, she be on that, yeah. And then I want to give another shout out to my friend Latoya Thomas. Get well, friend. I love you, friend. That's right. All right, there. Now, I'm finna get a flow to my girl, Drika. All right, there, Drika, you go ahead and introduce yourself, ma'am.
Okay, my name is Frederica, but the ones who do know me by Drake. So, if you know, you know.
I love the introduction. I love it. Just give us a little rundown about your what you do, like for your.
Basically, how can I put in so many words? I basically have a son with autism. So I currently, like I said, right now I'm doing the work from home. So I'm kind of a stay-at-home mom. So if you know people with autism, parents and stuff, you kind of understand where I'm coming from that, because I know some people, currently work from home. That makes it better for children with autism.
Okay. What's up? That's what's up. Yeah, and she was gonna share her journey about I'm gonna ask her different questions about autism, like raising her son with autism, and then depression, mental health, all in one, because they kind of really tie in, and then we don't never really touch on what we should touch on. So yeah. So with that being said, what with having, how old is your son?
My son is 21 years old.
He's 21. And what age was he diagnosed with autism?
He was actually diagnosed at the age of 4, but he didn't really get the test until 5 years old when he was in kindergarten. So technically about 5. That's when we came to the diagnosis. It was just autism.
Okay. Because when we were younger, I didn't even know what that was. Just being honest, like y'all being honest. I just learned that like when I was like in high school and stuff, like younger. I didn't even know what that was to be exact, y'all. So it's something new to me. So I'm learning, or I'm going along with it. So we finna learn together. So what would you say would be the hardest part of navigating the early diagnosis journey? What would you say?
Now I'm not gonna lie to you. In the beginning, it was kind of hard to like figure out what it could be, but I kind of noticed certain signs with my son. Like I said, back then we didn't know about autism, never heard of it. I used to see commercials on TV when I was pregnant, and I used to think, I'm like, I'm tripping. Why that time come on TV, you see autism commercial? So I don't know. I guess that was God preparing me for something bigger than me. You feel me? So at the same time, when it came into play, I started noticing little signs. Like if you're a parent, you have children on the spectrum or whatever, you're gonna notice the signs before you get them tested. Either they're looking at lights, they're not connecting their eyesights with you. They love to play with the water in the toilet. I know. I done had plenty of stuff flushed down the toilet. I'm not even lie to you. So
Lord, I ain't laughing though. I'm trying, and then I would have just took that as that being bad kids. I ain't gonna even lie to you.
And that's what they make it seem like, because that's what it started off looking like. Like this is something normal. This is like behavior what a regular child would do. But in realistic life,
Right.
some things that's not, realistic is going to be autism. So too much of playing with the water, want to flush the toilet, is becoming too much of an attraction. This is what you want to do. So that's why I end up getting him tested. And then, like I said, the teachers, they used to call me back to back about Tyler, let me know, hey, So I just went ahead and got him tested and said, we finna go ahead and see what's going on with you.
Gotcha. Okay. So so that's what I said. So how do you you said but you just said that I had asked, how do you balance advocating for your child while making sure he learn you advocate for him themselves, but you just said you a stay-at-home mom, so that just explained that itself. I'm glad that you're blessed to be able to work and still be able to do that.
I ain't gonna lie, April, it wasn't easy. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. Like I said, you do have to advocate. You do have to get out here and let these, like I said, if you are going to a job where you commute to, let the employer know ahead of time you do have a child that's on the spectrum or has a disability, and is in any way that job can work with you. And I always try to make sure you get FMLA when it comes to your children, because they cannot fire you due to what's going on with your child that has autism or whatever behavior, health, or whatever they might have, or what their diagnosis might be.
Y'all heard that? She said FLMA. She putting that out there for y'all. So if y'all didn't know, and if y'all haven't did that right now, make sure you go handle that at the job. See, that was informational right there. That's something that somebody might even know. Just caught that right along. Okay. What do you wish your friends, family, or local school understood better about your daily life?
I wish people would just take the time and understand that, parents that have children on the spectrum or whatever disability their child might have, please be understanding and compassionate of what they got going on in their life. Like, you have to realize we're on a schedule. True enough, you have other parents that's on the schedule too, but our schedule a little bit more deeper
right.
than, children that's not, doesn't have a disability. We have to do the most. So you have to really be more understanding of certain places we cannot attend. We might not can't go.
It ain't. It's just the fact that it ain't that they can't go, right? It's
No.
It's just that it'll be a lot.
It'll be a lot.
Oh, okay.
Like I said, you have different children with like different disabilities. So whatever your child, whatever size of the spectrum on, because it is 3 sides. You have level 1, level 2, and level 3.
It is.
Level 3 will be considered nonverbal. Okay. And they need a lot more assistance compared to someone that's level 2 or level 1.
Tell me about the level.
Now, as far as the level goes, you have level 1, which is highly functional. You have level 2, where it's middle to moderate. So you're kind of highly functional, but you kind of low functional, but you're kind of in the middle. So they put you right there in the middle at level 2. Okay. So you can basically portray both levels, 1 and 3.
Gotcha.
At level 2. Now level 3 is the I'm not gonna say the lowest part of the spectrum, but it's more where they need more assistance, more hands-on, and they are nonverbal.
Gotcha.
So yeah, so like I said, it's a lot. You do have to Google, read into it, and just try to. As parents, I recommend that if you do have a child that don't have disabilities, try to inform your child and let them know, about other children with disabilities. You have to teach children certain things because children take on a perspective of if I see someone with Down syndrome or autism, as a child, I wouldn't know unless someone tell me this is what condition they have and it's what it is. But you have some adults, they don't know themselves. So just please take the time out to Google and do your research on children with disabilities or whatever the case may be.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. Okay. What is a common myth about autism you wish people would stop believing? Like, is it something out there that they might say that you want them to stop believing?
Y'all need to stop thinking these folks gave you Tylenol and Tylenol just gave y'all children autism. That's not the case. That is not the case. And it's not the shots. Y'all need to stop with all that. No, what it is, autism is genetic. So basically, it's passed from a parent. Which parent it is, you look at yourself and evaluate that. I can't tell you. But you just have to look at what that parent might be like. On my terms, I already know what parent it came from. But at the end of the day, it is genetic. And it's basically where it comes from. All the myths, don't believe that.
It's genetic, right?
Yeah.
I got you. Okay. What is a joyful or beautiful part of your child perspective that people might miss?
I don't know. Tyler, like,
He like he love to hug, maybe. Like he always.
I'm
wanna
not gonna
hug
lie,
on you,
Tyler
or you
kind of like
kiss.
me. We don't like nobody hugging us.
Oh, okay. Oh.
He got to be the people. It got to be the people we know.
I got you.
You know, one thing about children with disabilities, they can feel spirits. They can feel things. They're not gonna just interact with everyone they see versus someone that don't really know. They kind of lean. I done seen where he'll lean back on certain people, but certain people he'll give a hug and a knowledge. But
Okay.
he's the type. Well, my son, 21 years old. He basically can talk. He's very verbal. He is highly functional, and I try to teach him to do more for himself because the world is not kind, and they don't. I'm not saying they don't care about people with disabilities, but it's more harder for people with disabilities because they get overlooked.
Gotcha.
So I just try to teach him to do as much as he can for himself because I'm not gonna always be here.
Oh. Okay. How can schools or public programs better accommodate diverse support needs for autism?
Now, I'm not gonna lie, the Jefferson County school system, they are great in, helping children out with disabilities and able to zone them to whatever school that parent might want that child to go to.
Okay.
So far as Birmingham goes, I do think they do need to put more effort into basically getting a program better for children with disabilities. That's how I feel.
Gotcha.
Instead of just labeling them and throwing them in one specific classroom, I think they need to get together and like do a little bit better with the school system and try to, be there more for children with disabilities.
Okay, that sounds wonderful to me. See. So, like, what's your expectations of navigating, like, during your journey with him during like autism? Like, is it certain like expectations that you can't meet, or you feel like you can't get to, or are you just gonna always make a way? Like,
Now, the only thing, like I said, is certain stuff that Tyler, I know in my mind, cannot and will not be able to do. Like, he's not gonna be able to drive me nowhere. Like, that's a big, like, that's a no. But I do try to navigate as much as life as I can for him to help him so he can be more assistant for himself. But like I said, you're going to have a lot of financial aid and a lot of programs out here. You do just have to invest and look into these programs and try to see what fits your child at the end of the day. The only thing that I want for the system to do better It's just improve more day programs for children. I mean, adults. It's not children anymore, but adults going into adulthood. More of stability versus more day programs where you don't have to pay anything into or be on a waiting list.
Gotcha. Sound good. Birmingham, they said they got something. That's what's up. Excuse me, y'all. Well, I'm gonna get into a topic about let's go to your depression stage. So,
Okay.
what first made you realize that you were feeling more than just past sadness or just burnt out? What made you even?
You wouldn't even know. Nah, let me stop playing. Now, for real, what made me really get to the point to where I knew I was depressed and down and out when I didn't have nowhere else to go, and I didn't have nowhere else to basically go to, and I felt like all the odds and just everything really was against me. Like far as my son, I'm raising a son with autism. Um, I don't have any help, support. I'm not gonna lie to you. My mom has helped me out a lot. Like that's my biggest supporter, my
Right, yeah,
biggest fan.
that's right.
And if it wasn't for her, and still for her, and I'm 41 years old, I tell you, it wouldn't be. I mean, I could have made it happen, but I know with the help of her, it made it triple time happen. So I didn't never look for support, and I never just felt the need to get none. But it did take me down depression state because as a single mother, it's hard. Like you have to do this, be here, and men don't realize yes, you the daddy, but the
Right,
mom got the
right,
mom 24 hours of the day, like it's nonstop. We on go.
right.
Like we at the schools, we at the doctor's appointments, we at the dentist, we all over the place. But the dads, I'm gonna give y'all get credits too. You feel me? But now it ain't like their mama.
Right.
So
Well, that's that's good that a lot of it's just great that both any parent take a part in their child life at this point in
yeah,
age right now. So I just be saying it's good anyway
yeah, I'm
for the
telling you.
mama or the daddy to be or both. But
Yep,
both would be a perfect thing too. But
exactly.
yeah, can you describe what this depression actually feels like for you in your day to day life? When that when you was going down, did you know like day to day what was taking you down lower and lower? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It was is was it that was about your son? Is that
It
what
was
actually
it was
had
my
you depressed?
son. It was domestic violence with my son father. It was a lot taking me down through that. Like every day, it was a battle for me because one, I'm trying to figure out what's going on with my son, with the issue and all that stuff, and then I'm dealing with domestic violence on the other hand. So at the same time, I was battling depression so bad to where I was covering it up, and I felt like I didn't need nobody. And a lot of people have pride to where you can see something wrong and you can feel something wrong mentally, but as a strong person and a strong man person, you try not to tell yourself you weak. The way I was brought up,
Right.
I had the type of mom, I'm not gonna lie to you. My mom was never emotional type person. She never like gave us hugs and kisses, and she went on that type. My mom was very hard, very, sturdy. If this what it's gonna be, this what it's gonna be.
Right. Right. Right.
And I had to grow up and endure this type of love that, what I'm saying, time I'm on. So falling into depression, I didn't feel it then because I kept throwing it on the back burner, like I ain't finna let this get to me.
Right.
But
Right.
some days I would lock up in my room. I would cry. You know what I'm saying? I would pray to God, but I still felt like I couldn't shake what was on me. Like it's just real depression. It is what it is. And it had just gotten that bad to where everything started becoming a snowball effect. So yeah.
What dream or interest would you explore if you felt fully supported and free from the weight of the depression?
Yeah. I don't know. I felt like it's a lot of stuff I could have completed in my life and actually went forward with if it wasn't due to my depression and anxiety and all that things like keeping me away from certain things. Like you have to train your mind to tell your mind you can do this. And I always train my mind to know I can do this. But when depression creep in, it kind of tell your mind something a little different. Like, no, get out of there. You can't do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it just a win-win situation with depression. It's like I'm in the middle with depression, but I always try to fight and overcome it.
Well, you here, so that means you
Yeah.
fine. So that means you're doing a great job. Right? That means you played it safe. You're doing it good. And then when you got a good background. Okay. Yeah, you got good big prayer warriors behind you, and then like you said, whether you know it or not, you know people got your back regardless of who it
Yeah.
is, because you wouldn't even be here today. So that's what's up to
Yeah.
even tell your story. So y'all take all that into accountability on what she's saying. If it's a listener is sitting in the dark right now and doesn't know where to turn, what is the first thing you would want them to know about depression and how to maybe start handling it?
Just basically get help. Like, don't never think you too crazy or just think it's beneath you or nothing wrong with you. Always feel the need to go get help. Even if you have to go see a psychiatrist or just talk to someone, please, I encourage you, just talk to someone. Talking to someone really could save you and whatever you might be going with in life. Like I said, somebody else might be going through the same thing. You'll never know if you don't sit and really talk to someone and tell somebody about what's going on with you.
Yeah, you can't keep it balled up. If y'all sitting there just balled up and ain't got nobody to talk to or whatever, try to find somebody that you really can talk to and listen, y'all, because sometimes you might just need just like you said, just somebody just to listen, and you just sitting there battling to yourself, and that'll make you go crazy too, lose your mind too when you feel like
You'll be in them with them 4 walls. Like Kevin Gates said, the walls talking to him. I'm telling you, get out that house. Go spend your little money. I don't care if you ain't got it in your checking account. Go spend your little money. Go shopping. Go do something with your time. I don't care if you got to smoke a little something. Drink a little something. Party on the side.
you got to do something.
You know what I'm saying? Do something with your
Yeah,
life and
you
get
gotta
out
do
that house and
something.
just live your life. Cause life's short. I'm telling you. I understand a lot of people go now and ain't live no life.
Ain't there no life. You're right. And what age do you think your mental health started declining? Where do you feel like what age you really start think you were struggling with your mental health?
I'm not gonna lie, I really started noticing the signs when I turned 27 years old. I started noticing a lot of stuff was building up. I actually was trying to self cope with certain things, like, doing certain things on the side, basically just cope with life. But I knew when I turned 28, when I had a meltdown, I already knew there's something going on mentally. Like, and I can't fight it, I can't hide it. It's finally trying to come through, like let me know, Drika. Go see about somebody. Go try to get medicated. But I'm still telling myself nothing's wrong. I'm okay. I'm strong. I'm okay. But now you seek help. I'm telling you, it will make a difference.
So with your mental health and stuff, was you violent with yours? Like did yours
Yeah.
come? You was real violent with yours
Man,
too?
let me tell you, I remember when my son was, I think he was about 5 years old. I never forget him.
Mm.
I'm already dealing with, my son had autism plus ADHD.
Okay.
And if you know children with ADHD,
Mm,
they're not
yeah.
finna sit their ass down. They not finna do nothing you tell, because their mind is what it's gonna be on. It's just
Yeah.
what time it is. So I had to go pay a light bill. So as you know, you go to Piggly Wiggly, you pay your light bill.
Yeah.
So I'm standing in the line. I'm like, okay, let me pay my light bill. But my son, rambunctious, he's turned up, he's moving, he's squirming, he doing all this in the lane. So I'm telling him, please, Tyler, just be good for me today. I'm already tripped out by how high this bill I got to pay. Then the lady playing with me behind the counter because she on the phone wanting to talk on the phone. So he steadily, riping up, telling me he want to play, and I'm still struggling with him. He going all up on the rope and stuff in the lane. So by this time, I'm telling the lady, come on, babe, go on, take my money, take my bill money, because I'm ready to go and get out of here. I got a son. I got to go and get in the car. He doing too much. The lady proceeded to put the phone to the window. I never forget, to let me know she was on the phone. All I know was I opened up Piggly Wiggly door to their office. That's where they work in. Yeah, behind the window. I proceeded to win there and I be like, I whoop that lady ass. But I told Tyler to stand still and hold on to the rail. Mommy will be right back, and I came right back. But yes, that's how I knew then. That's how I knew then. My mental, yeah, it was a breaking point. Yeah.
All that lady wanted to do was pay her light bill, play it safe. God damn. All she wanted to do was pay her light bill. Ooh. Yeah, why y'all didn't let her in to pay her damn light bill? God damn.
Man, I'm telling.
But I for real though, yeah, this see, and you ain't had no control.
I ain't had no control.
And you ain't mean no harm though.
And hey, so whoever you was, because I don't remember, I just know you had a blonde wig on that day. I'm so sorry. I apologize. I apologize, ma'am. It was a bad day. You just called the end.
I see. And see, people really think, and then you see that people really think that it's a game and stuff. And see how all you was trying to do, and you was going through a lot with your son and everything, and everything had done built up, and you just had exploded on the. Man, I just didn't let that go for your life, big. I'm sorry, that ain't funny though, but man, you got damn girl. Okay. So do you so with that being said about with your mental health, do you do feel like it came after your son, not before? You think it was after?
Came, I want to say I believe it came kind of after. And then with the domestic violence along with it, it just added on top of it. So, you know how you spiraling and you not getting no help, no treatment, you can't really talk to nobody, you just having episodes.
So you do take medication now?
Yeah.
Okay. And it does help. It helps a lot.
It helps a lot.
But it took a long time for you to get it.
Yeah, it took a long time. I wouldn't knew then. It was some treatment, some help for this. I'm telling you, I would have been on some type of medicine. Now I can't even see nobody nowadays. I'd be so happy.
That's what I be happy.
You.
So thank you to meet some players safe. That's why I be telling the players safe. Y'all see? Say man, that it would have saved for me a lot of assault cases. Lord have mercy. I just really hate that too. And the whole time. Now some of y'all were picking with me. And y'all were picking with me though. But some of it probably was a mixture of my mental health. But for those that were picking with me, you got what you deserve. You weren't playing it safe, so what do you? Okay. But anyway, do you find yourself more overwhelmed with your son when he's around family or friends, or is this like a great coping method for y'all together?
No, it's actually a great coping method. Like he love to get out the house. He love the streets more than I do. That's sad to say, but he love the streets more than I do. But he be wanting to get outside, and he loves certain family members. He'll call their name out, and we'll go visit their house, or we'll go to certain things that my family might have, like certain functions and stuff like that. But he love it.
Gotcha.
He love it a lot. Yeah.
Well, I just asked you that. I was finna ask you, did you feel violent? But you that's
I'm a little calm today. Catch me tomorrow. Catch me tomorrow now, April. I don't know how I'm gonna be feeling.
So you said you would sit down with. So you don't think sitting down with a psychiatrist is a waste of time? You said you didn't think that.
No. Let me tell you something. A lot of Black people, African American people, fear sitting down and talking to a psychiatrist. They feel like they don't need one. Let me tell you something. A psychiatrist is the best thing you can have in the world. Now, I ain't telling y'all to go up there and tell the man or the woman all y'all business and lay on their couch and waste these people's time. But get out what's going on with you in your life so they can help you. That might give you a little test. They gave me a little test too. But like I said, they'll be able to tell you what your diagnosis is, what's going on. Do you have this? Because sometimes you might have a disorder. Like I was diagnosed with borderline personality disorder. And if you don't know what that is, you will have to Google that.
Who you is? Wait a minute, hold on, wait a minute. So who's sitting on side of me right now? God damn, I finna know this. Come on, teach me.
It might be Big Drick today, Little Drick tomorrow, Fred Drick the next day. But borderline personality disorder, it basically someone that has a lot of meltdowns and cannot control their emotions. And certain things trigger that. It could have been trauma, it could have been childhood, it could have been stress, whatever. but some triggers it, and we tend to go overboard with the emotions. So that's how I end up finding out. Like I said, I had to go see a psychiatrist when I was 28 years old, not because I wanted to, it was court appointed. So that's the only reason why I ended up seeing one. But when I did see him, he actually was very good. And I didn't know what kind of test I was taking. I'm just answering daily life questions. Like, do you like to shop? Do you like to go here? Do you want to travel? And like I said, my results came back as borderline personality disorder. So, yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah. I think what they said, I was schizophrenic. I'm bipolar.
Yeah.
I'm bipolar. I see that, dude, because I do see that with me.
So do you have a lot of like up days and then you have a little down days?
I be telling folks that this person over here be tripping. I keep telling them that every time. This right person over here, whoever this be on this right.
It be that devil, April.
Whoever this be over here on this right hand side of me, it be just doing whatever all the wrong stuff, saying all the wrong stuff. And then over here, it always like, but like I said, since I did get that medicine and stuff, it did have me come. And then I definitely I hated that too, because it had me so violent. Just like I said, I think I was violent. Because I done been through so much traumatic pain and death, and I watched
exactly.
Because I actually watched my mama died, my grandma mother. Like I did that at 18, even before I had my daughter, before I had Aviana, right? And that I honestly, really, for a long time, thought that was how my grandma died, like because I had got pregnant. You know the old myth when they be telling you that for real. I really thought that, and then I used to be just pissed off, like and then it was easy and then people really did used to be asking me, was I pregnant? But I'm gonna get mad at somebody asking me, am I pregnant? And my stomach big, the coat moving, and I used to be at school mad as hell when they asked me, and be cussing them out. I used to be cussing them out about asking me, am I pregnant or anything or whatever. So I get it, but I hate that. I wish somebody would have told me earlier in life instead of finding out so grown. So grown. That was my problem. So I'm gonna move on to the domestic violence part. Okay, is there a connection between, do you feel like the autism and domestic violence all took place? Like, do you think it was all your frustration, y'all was together with the frustration of the child, or just in general?
During the pregnancy, it was frustration. After the pregnancy, it was more frustration. So it was more of a lot of more violence. It was before and then still going on after.
For real?
Yeah.
Physically
and mentally. When I tell you, I was young. You know what I'm saying? When I met my son father. And like I said, when you young, you really don't know a lot. You just in love. You're feeling yourself. You got your man, and you get your little taste, so you know what. But I'm gonna leave that later. But you a woman now, so at the same time, you in love. So you basically, I'm the type person. I used to always love with my heart. I used to wear my heart on my shoulder.
Right.
So
it gets you.
Get you every time.
It gets you every
time.
It be feeling like it's in shambles, don't it? Like
they
got it.
Like you have a heart attack.
And they just took out your
Yeah. Like Mario.
Like,
you got an ice box.
Yeah. What would you like to share one of your stories about your domestic violence?
The only story I ain't gonna lie, I got a lot of stories, but the only story that really ring a lot real bad is, like I said, when I used to stay in Brewerfield, like I said, the PJs, the Jets, yes, I loved it back there. Shout out to Brewerfield. I ain't gonna lie, I loved it back there with y'all. I was in the field with y'all, but I loved it back there. But my son father, he used to always pop up, breaking my home. One day he came through the air conditioner. And he was known for doing this, coming through the air conditioner. So
what? Hold it. Wait. Hold on. I'm sorry. I just wait a minute. He ain't have no key.
He had the key, but I had to get a key back. I had to get my key back. I don't want you no more. Get my key back, baby.
Okay.
Now you gotta do a forced entry.
Now you breaking and entering. Okay.
Breaking and entering.
All right.
So this particular day, he broke through my air conditioner. And when he came through there, I had a rude awakening for his ass. But at the end of the day, like I said, I have been physically, my nose have been broken. My right ear, I'm not even finna lie to nobody. People be asking me, Drigger, why you always talking about you can't hear? I really can't hear for real out of my right ear. I was hit so bad, slapped so bad by my son father to where my eardrum end up being, how can I put it? I'm not gonna say fractured, but it was messed up just a little bit. But like I said, I cannot hear that good out of my right ear, for real, for real. So I had to get up close on people. Don't think I'm trying to kiss you or get up in your face, but now I really can't hear what you telling me because that's how bad I was hit. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oof. You had to got me a little heated there. You know,
Yeah.
you took me there. Yeah, that's why we gotta stop there, y'all. We can't be putting our hand on each other and taking our frustration out. And then he finally left. Y'all finally. How did you break away? How did you get away?
Man, I had to move, change my address, lose communication. And much as I wanted to,
Oh, you had to lose it even with your son, like
I wanted to build how can I put it? I wanted to build something between him and his dad. I did want to keep him, you know, to be, but I couldn't do that due to the domestic violence. I got tired of it. Then you doing it in front of my son. Right. My son to this day still, I mean, it wasn't funny then. It's funny now, but it wasn't funny then. My son will always say, Draco, you know, such and such came through the air conditioner. I'm like, his daddy. And I said, you know what? You play too much. You play too much.
That is not Lord Jesus. I'm sorry.
It's not funny, but you got to realize whatever you do in front of your children,
they gonna remember.
They don't forget nothing.
Man, so that air conditioner just came through. It scared everybody in the house.
Everybody was on the floor.
Oh, Lord.
April passed my table and hit the floor. It was in pieces. I was so goddamn mad.
He kicked that thing, didn't he?
He kicked that thing. But he just don't know it was a chair and a bat on the other side. Come on, let God bless on in through the air conditioner pipe. Come on in here.
Well, I'm glad y'all made it apart from each other.
Yeah.
Now to this day, do y'all have a better relationship?
I'm not gonna lie to you. I really don't talk to him like that. But I feel like we will be a little bit better now since we have gotten older. So I don't know how he would react versus how I would react.
Right.
So I try to keep a safe net hood for my son because, like I said, he not already seen a lot growing up. So even now, you know what I'm saying, I don't want to keep him away from him because he's 21 years old, but at the same time, I just want him to be better for him because that is your dad.
Right.
So, yeah.
I get that. By you saying that, what you saying that, back to your son with the autism, what would you say is some ways to protect individuals on the autism spectrum from bullying, like in the real world?
I ain't gonna lie to you. If they bullying your children, beat their ass. But nah, for real. We're gonna play it safe. But for real, 9 out of 10, you do have to check in with your children because children with disabilities nowadays they trying to make it to where they are not being bullied. So it depends on what school system, what's going on. You have to really stay in tune and pay attention to what's going on with your child. You have to. I've been looking at Facebook where I've been seeing a lot of children on the spectrum with autism. Either they're being neglected or especially the one about the little girl that was left on the bus. Mm-hmm. And I still say the school need to be locked up, lock their ass up, because how do you do a bus count like y'all claim y'all say, but you left this non-verbal autistic baby on this bus and this baby died? So you do have to advocate for your children because, like I said, the people in the school systems are not going to do it. You might have some good teachers, but you might have some bad teachers that don't care. But you have to be the front line when it comes to your children when they're on the spectrum. You got to be their voice. You got to speak up for them. You have to advocate. You just have to.
So they left the baby was left on the
left on the bus.
How old was the baby?
I think
missed
the
this.
baby was five or
Oh.
6 years old, but the baby was transported to daycare. And like I said, on the way to school, they left the baby on the bus. And the baby been in extreme heat for hours and the baby died.
Wow.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. So, with that being said, if there anyone with any questions for Miss Drika about her journey, or if you got any questions about autism, she's right here. You can tap in 205-521-3569. If you have any question, maybe if you have your child there and if you see some signs and you want to ask her, maybe you can call in, or and then it's also a link that's on my live. If you want to tap in, you can tap in and join the live, and then you can ask your question like that. So whatever way y'all want to do it, just I'm gonna move a little forward. But if y'all happen to call or would like to tap in on the live, please let me know. So I have a question. I got a question too, because I got ADHD myself. I got ADHD. Then I told you I'm bipolar and stuff like that too. I got a few questions too, cause so my children, like I said, it's genetic. My children messed up too.
Gotcha.
Like some of them got it, and then they don't.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, cause I like, did your son have to take, like you said, like different tests, like like
Right.
I feel like some of my kids could have been on the spectrum, but they weren't listening to me, so I just let it roll.
Yeah.
So how do they? Cause they, to me, I took a couple of them there 4-5 times. They told me no.
Yeah.
No. Like, but like as a mother, I was like, I still feel like it could be a little.
There's something going on. Yeah.
Yeah, like a little bit, because I know that's my child or whatever. They still told me no. So like would you? So you said grown. So at this big age right now, people still can get checked for their autism.
Yeah, yeah. And you have older adults. Like I said, I've seen on Facebook and I've Googled like older people that have said that they're been diagnosed with autism at an older age. Like I said, some stuff that might have been misdiagnosed when you was younger, like check back in and see what's going on with you. Like I said, because a lot of people don't look at that. But if you start noticing signs, like I said, your children going to show you signs at a young age.
Hold on, let me make sure I got this thing all right that you can hear. All right, you on with Play It Safe. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good. How you doing?
All right.
I have a question for the young lady that's on tonight. During your last comment, you talked about how you felt that your kids may have possibly been on a spectrum, but they was turning them down. My question is for her. What do you recommend a parent do? Are there any resources that they can utilize to get their kids in the correct position to be tested? What's your advice to someone who feels as though there's something wrong with their kids and the people in the medical attention is not taking their complaints serious?
Okay. The first thing you have to do is, and I'm glad you did ask me that question. First of all, are you talking about your children or just anybody in particular?
Anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatever age your child might be or whatever, I went to UAB Sparks. That was the first place I went to. Depending on their age, they're always going to say in the beginning it's going to be a developmental delay. Don't let these people tell you that your child has a developmental delay. Sometimes that might be the case, but sometimes that's not always the case. Go back, let the school. 9 out of 10 Jefferson County schools and Birmingham schools, they will do testing, but you have to put your foot down. You have to write to the board and let them know that you do feel like something is going on with your child and you do want the school to do proper testing. Just follow up with the board. They will give you directions on what to do or what you would need to do. And you can also appeal whatever case you might have if the board is not a good suggestion or do not, or how can I put it, are not able to help you.
Mm. That's a good question. That's right. You heard that it's resources out there. So like you said, I'm gonna go back to that question. You said playing in water. What level you said that is? You said nonverbal, or you just saying just notice it?
Just noticing. Like one of the signs of autism is they love water. Most children you see on Facebook, on the news, that end up leaving their home, what do they first go to? They go to and they find them in a lake or they find them somewhere by water. That's what they love. So 9 out of 10, if your child is on the spectrum, they're going to go in your bathroom. They're going to put their hands in the water in your toilet. They're going to be in there playing around with their water in the toilet. So that's one of the main giveaways to let you know your child, is on that spectrum. Then you also have where your child might do rituals. Follow up and see what your child might do. My son, one of his rituals was when he was little, because they go through so many, he used to line his shoes up in a row. It had to be in a straight order. So if one shoe got moved, he finna panic. He finna act a fool. So you have to look at that. They love to line things up in an order. They love to touch the doorknobs. Like they have different type of rituals. So he might step back, do a 1-2, turn around, go sit down. I could be cooking grits, rice. I'm so ready for him to sit his ass down. But I already know he got to do the 1-2 before he finally get to the chair. So Come on, Tyler. Just come on.
So then you already know he finna do it. He finna hit the 1-2.
He finna hit the 1-2, cha-cha, then he turn back around. I said, okay, now you ready to sit down. You ready to sit down and eat.
Okay. And so so the nonverbal, they never talk.
I'm not gonna say they never, but it just depends. I've seen some nonverbal children as they grow older, they end up becoming verbal. So I'm not gonna say it's never no hope. So if you do have a child that's nonverbal, don't give up any hope and start thinking they can. I have seen people on my Facebook, on my platform, where their children started talking, and some of them don't walk. Like I said, it just depends on their growth. It depends on what they develop and certain things. Like my son, he did everything on time. So I would have never known he had autism until he got to, it was a trip we took out of town. And it's another thing you have to pay attention to. They don't like to be out of their surrounding areas. They don't like to be taken out of what they call home and they taken it to another environment. It messes them up. We was taking a trip to South, what it was. What it is, South
America. South Carolina.
South Carolina.
Oh.
Okay, I'm about to say South Virginia. Help me, Lord Jesus.
South Carolina.
So we took a trip to South Carolina, and I started noticing my son. At the time, he was 3 years old. He, as soon as we passed the state lines and crossing the other state, I promise you, he started crying. He cried all the way in the car ride, all the way to Chick-fil-A. At this point, I didn't know what to do because I'm giving him everything he would need. This is still a baby. I'm giving him everything, but nothing is calming him down. Nothing soothing him. So when we get to Chick-fil-A, I take him in the playhouse. He's still crying. So you know how everybody around, they looking at you like, what's wrong with her baby? I'm in the playhouse with him crying too.
Oh.
Because at this point, I don't know what to do. Like I really lost it. And you got family members in your ear telling you at the time, what's wrong? You need to do this, you need to do that. But in reality, hell, I'm losing it too. I don't even know what's going on.
The advice they was giving you, they were pissing you
off.
It
was pissing me out, yo. I read get the hell out the car with these folks. Y'all could left me down here, me and my damn baby. But
damn, you ain't got that mad then. Oh, wow.
Mad, hey.
I have a question. I'm sure there's a lot, with the topic, it's a very broad topic, and I'm sure that there's a lot of people that have just, have kids that have been diagnosed or going through it. And what are some of the techniques? Because I'm almost positive patience is very important.
Okay.
Being a mother of a kid with autism. What are some of the tools you used, possibly some rituals of your own. What are some of the tools that you wish someone would have told you about earlier that you utilize now to help you get through this process of raising a child with autism?
Basically, you gonna need a village. All together, point blank, you gonna need a village.
Yeah, you need a village. I told him
You gonna need it takes a village. Like I said, if it wasn't for my mom, and like I said, it's my biggest supporter, she has helped me out a whole lot. I have lost jobs. That's why I tell you guys, make sure you put in for FMLA when you got children with disabilities. They will look out for you and help you and save your job. But if I would have knew some of the tools back then to help me, I would just navigate through life myself. Like I said, I got pregnant at 19 years old. I had my son at 20 years old. I didn't know anything about autism. I didn't know what was going on, but I stood behind him 100%. Like, well, the doctor visits he had to go to, we finna do this. We finna find out what's going on, and I'm gonna help you as much as I can. You have to set up a routine because every child that has a disability, they're going to have a routine that you got to be on board with. My son, the routine is I had to get up every morning at, it depends on what time he get up, 9:30 or 10. That's always the norm. I have to make him breakfast. And I do this every day. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. Because he eat 3 times a day. Now, I'm not saying he cannot feed himself because, yes, he does know how to use a microwave. He does know how to use an air fryer. I teach him these things. I just don't let him operate with no stove. Because like he'll tell you, what gonna happen, Drinker? The house gonna burn down. Stay away from that stove now. Stay the hell away from that stove.
And then real smart too. They real smart.
He's smart. If I mess around, leave the owl on, and I been a forgot on the stove, he come back, he been turned off and come back and tell me, I got turned the owl off. I said, okay. And one time, you don't want to be without a home. I know that real.
Okay, see, that's what. So, and then that's what you said, patience. So, you heard that, y'all. So, if it's something going on like right now, and that you know that you don't have the answers for with your kid, and you keep going back and back to the doctor, keep taking them back, but be patient with the child, y'all. Don't beat the hell out the child, because both you and the child going through it at the same time. So, and it's frustrating to you, and it's definitely frustrating with the child if they can't communicate or if they can't really say what's going on for both of y'all. So try to, and look, they gave me it's for the people that can see, but the people that's on the radio that can't. I got a little pen. It's like it's an ink pen. It's a little clicker pen. It's for my mental health, and it soothes me. So, if sometimes like that, you can get things like that help distract your mind. When it just be beating folks up, y'all. Look, even though they would give me something like that, I call it chicken hawk, and it fight and stuff like that. But it's definitely a good stress reliever. Like, find a stress reliever that helps you when you have that child with you or whatever, and then don't give up. Like she said, don't give up too. Like, keep going, getting them tested, even grown or whatever. It's kind of funny too, because I was just making sure I was while you were talking, I was up here diagnosing myself. I was like, wait a minute, did I do that? Did I do this? And did I do that? I was like, wait a minute, did I line my shoes up? I was like, wait a minute. I ain't started checking stuff off
your list.
Yeah, because I used to line all my little dolls up in the line, and I used to beat the hell out of them. One of them used to get out of line, and I get a belt and beat the hell out of that one doll. I
used to line my dolls up and do school with them because I wanted to be a school teacher.
I did that too, but one of them always got out of line with me. It was always one. It was that one little doll. And that's the one that the little eyes moved. Mine, the eyes moved, and they were so creepy to me. With the little dolls, like them little scary movies. That one doll, I get what I did, girl. Like I had got some tape, right, and taped it down on there. So get what? The eyes popped back open again, girl. I got some super glue, and I super glued that doll eye tight down till it wouldn't move. And get what? It still moved when I had lined them dolls up, and I beat the hell out of it again. That's what I'm telling you. So I about had a problem when I was little.
Yeah, a lot. But you know what, April? You got to realize a lot of people that are grown now, they have to realize a lot of people had problems back then. It just Your parents didn't take you to go get tested.
They did not.
They didn't see. They probably just thought, oh, she just acting out, or he just acting out, or this just normal behavior. But in reality, now,
Yeah.
y'all need to, like, for real, just pay attention to your children. Advocate for your children and be their first voice. Like I said, it's a lot dealing with autism. And you do have to practice patience. You have to set up a routine, and you just have to do what you gotta do. I know it get hard, it get tough. If you gotta go in your closet, scream, take your drink, just come back. Just come back, you feel me? And do what you gotta do at the end of the day.
That's what's up. That's what's up. With your son's does his dad's side do they participate? He go involve him? He not really.
They don't participate. They don't know nothing about autism. Like I said, his dad, I don't know if he kind of know it now, but back then he was kind of in denial about him. And like I tell people, if your son, father, or your daughter, father, they're not aboard with what you got going on or what the diagnosis of your child may have, then sometimes you just have to let that ship sail and do what you got to do for your child.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do for your own child. I get tired. You know what? Let me speak this, and it might be a little off topic. I get tired of you women. No offense, you young girls. You know, y'all get on this Facebook dogging y'all baby daddies out. Stop that. Get off of here. Get off of here. Get off Facebook with all them. Whatever that man not doing, go down there to the child support office. That'll shit all that up. And I'm not saying child support is good because you still got some men, they'll start working just not to pay you because they low down like this. My baby daddy one of them. He told me I better get out of my ass before I get out here pocket. That's fine. That's fine. Because Jefferson County will be after you. They ain't after me. So at the end of the day, stop putting all that on Facebook about what your baby dad don't do. God, let me tell you something. God sit real high. He look real low. And one thing about it, if you doing your job as a parent, God gonna forever have your back and help you with them children. You got people got angels that be over them, and God gonna work it out and see it through every time.
Well, you here preaching, boy. You have here preaching and then what you have preaching to the choir. What we said the good baby mamas get the bad baby daddies, and the bad baby daddies
get the good
baby.
So do.
The baby mamas.
So do.
They got to. Did y'all get that?
Every time, and that shit be so crazy because you be like, damn, how I get that piece of that, man?
Like I don't want that's the good baby mamas get the bad baby daddies. Mm-hmm. And then the bad baby daddies.
The bad baby mamas get the good baby daddies.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, the bad baby mamas get that's what I'm trying to make sure I'm saying it right, cause Every time, don't it?
And for you bad baby mamas, let me tell y'all bitches something. No offense, excuse me. But let me tell y'all something. If that man doing what he's supposed to do as a parent, let that man do what he got to do. All of y'all be nitpicking about the wrong thing.
On it, yeah, man.
Nitpicking about the wrong thing. As long as he active in that child life, I don't care if he ain't got a dime in his pocket.
Sometimes the mama might not have it, but the child don't care.
Yeah.
Mama that care. Mama that won't care.
Yeah.
Because mama sometimes don't have it. What's wrong with daddy not having it?
Exactly.
Yeah, because daddy be messed up too.
He be messed up too.
But it's always a double standard when it comes down to that. But it's definitely both. It's definitely on both ends, man. I feel that like on both ends because, like I said, what about the dudes that's the good
Sometimes
dad
you
is.
just want to tell your child no.
Well, yeah.
Wrong with no.
Ain't nothing wrong with telling them no. You gotta have some discipline too.
Yeah.
You right?
Yeah.
You gotta know.
You got to.
Child don't never know what no means.
They gonna be
don't,
messed up. Yep. Gonna create a monster. Gonna create a monster.
I did. You heard players say you heard that man gonna create a problem. That's right, because that's a true fact though. You can't keep giving and giving. You giving and giving them everything and keep giving.
You gotta say no.
You still gotta say no. You right. I feel that, and that don't make you no bad parent because you said no.
It's just reality. The world gonna tell you no.
Yeah, and that does, and then some of the kids they be so mad. It ain't that they this, that, and the third or whatever. I tell my daughter that, period. And I'm gonna keep saying it, I'm gonna preach it to her. Y'all, it's what everybody be want to be label this, label that, and stuff like that. Sometimes y'all listen. Labels don't make y'all make the label. It's who in the clothes and who is in there, y'all. That's how it be. Y'all ain't got to go out here and go get in there because it's $600-700 and be $2,000 and then wearing a whole light bill, gas bill, car note, and insurance all on, and you got to still go pay that shit the next week.
Everybody cleaning in an empty house.
And you wearing it in the stuff. Like, I don't understand. Like, I explained that to them. Like, I know when they say you walking on the house note and stuff like that, that's your business. I ain't gonna walk on mine. I'm gonna pay mine. I'm gonna definitely pay mine. I'm gonna pay mine up. And I shouldn't definitely be walking on no house note. If I got that much money, I better have a deed. Hit that button.
Okay.
Yeah, I better have a deed. Play it safe. And sometimes we need to own a little more stuff before we go on stunt and then go get it on sale too. Y'all better go to the sale rack. Y'all better stay out there. Some of y'all better try to stunt for that person. Don't know if it's on the sale rack and you ain't got no thing over there to see if it's real or not. Let me check that purse out and see if it's real. You ain't gonna somebody gonna let you hold the purse or check the shoes out. Now I know when the jump man go backwards and it's one arm or one eye and stuff on there, then they do that with the joints.
That's them poo shiesties.
Yeah, but I don't know if they do that on all the tennis shoes and stuff, but they be having you cracking about that and stuff, and then you have to be dressed a certain way and at the age now you have to be a certain way. That's what I be teaching y'all that. Look, man, y'all ain't got to do that, y'all always. I know it's a big thing out there, young people, and then some older people too. I know it's a young thing out there about y'all want people to know how much money y'all got, but I keep trying to tell y'all they ain't got to know what you got, because it's definitely a robber or a crook somewhere, couple watching your ass to see which way you finna hit that door or whatever, and they gonna hit your ass in the back of the head and you ain't gonna know who it is. Quit running your damn money up that for real, man. Just come out with your shit. Just whatever you was finna go buy with it, go buy it. Instead of running it up for real. I'm telling you, it's somebody broke. It's somebody broke and plotting on that downfall just because you showed that money. Quit doing that, man. Like, quit doing it. Like you giving them, it's yours. You free to do what you want to, but I'm trying to tell you to play it safe, to save a life, because that's how some of y'all be getting y'all ass robbed and killed and knocked off because of shit like that. That's why, because y'all being too flashy. Now back in the day, we did used to be flashy, man. We used to have
nobody know.
Yeah, we had the big rims, big stuff. And then let me tell you another thing, you little young dummies do. Quit advertising your damn drugs on the damn internet. Please. Play it safe. Quit. Listen. If you gon' be a drug dealer, let me go and school you on how to be a drug dealer. Stay out the damn internet. You putting down, they gonna come straight to you. The police go, but they kick it. You know, Mr. Big, they gonna knock your goddamn door down because, hey, yeah, what you done did. You already got it out there. You putting it out there for them. That ain't how you do it. That ain't how drugs got sold before internet folks met people. Just figure out if they the police or not to stay the hell away from them. But putting that shit on the internet is not the thing. You putting guns on there. Y'all putting guns on there. Y'all putting drugs on there. Some of y'all don't even supposed to be around some of the shit that y'all be putting on there. That's stupid. That's stupid, y'all. They gonna get the background. They still gonna take it, young people. And then some of y'all so damn smart. Just because it ain't in your hand or it's in your background, you don't supposed to be around it, damn fools. That's what they telling you. It ain't got to be shown no way. Quit being so damn flashy. Young people, quit being so flashy. They gonna see you riding around in it. Just let them guess on how they got it. Oh God, let them guess on how you got it. You ain't got to keep showing them. I promise that'll keep down a little bit of the crime rate. Because I guarantee you it is a broke person, female or male. Don't act like it ain't no female that won't come knock you in your shit about your stuff too. So I don't want y'all to think that either. It's a female that might come rob y'all ass too. Play it safe both ways. Quit thinking it's just a man out there rob you. These women will rob your ass too.
Because I used to be a jet girl back in the day, but that's for another story.
See what I'm saying? People have changed their life for the best. So while we out here aiding and educating, I'm gonna keep it real all in one too. I be trying to let y'all know what's real. And then another thing while we on it, just throwing that off topic. What I want for you to take home with you too. When it's time for us to sign up for stuff, man, come on, y'all read the paperwork. Like read the paperwork, read it down to the loan, read down about the car type, read the stuff, because you could be signing your damn life away, y'all. Read your damn paperwork. We do not read paperwork enough. We don't know what we done signed away because we be too busy, so many paperworks. It be 50 million paper, but you need to really scan through it, y'all. Scan through it and see what's going on with you, at least signing your life away too.
True. Now, if you cannot read it and you have trouble understanding, go get your lawyer. Take it to a lawyer. Let a lawyer read. They'll do it for free.
Yeah, that go all the way out there. So yeah, I just wanted to put that out there too. I have to when it dropped my mind, I'm gonna put it out there. But back to these young people, y'all can get mad. Y'all can whatever the hell you want to. Once again, I don't give a damn. I never gave a damn. I'm telling you what's real. And then your parents be trying to tell you, but you don't listen. So I'm going to tell you once again, play it safe. Play it safe, y'all. Play it safe. It saves lives out here. Then your mama ain't got to worry about, oh, I just seen such and such on Facebook with about 6-7 pounds and then stats on there and 6 223s back there want to know how the house got busted. Shit, what you mean how the house got busted? It's self-explanatory. It's there. Ain't no telling who told. Quit selling drugs on the internet. It ain't dang dumb. Quit doing the man fit. Find out another way. If you are going to be a drug dealer, little dummies, don't do it on the internet, please. Don't take no picture of yourself. You're incriminating yourself already, please. And quit letting them guns hang out y'all pocket. I'm trying to teach y'all. I'm teaching the guns and the money. That's the biggest problem. You can get your gun took and robbed all in one. Gun took, robbed, and killed all in one. So that's a robbery, a murder, and everything all in one. That can be prevented too. Quit being so damn flashy, y'all. Use your damn head. You do not have to let everybody know what the hell is in your pocket and how you living. Cause some of y'all that could be loan money, or that could have been your boyfriend money that you were holding and taking the picture with her in and that thing. Now you done got yourself knocked in the head and you ain't got shit to even give them. See what I'm saying? Like, that's what I keep saying. And then when y'all be in them clubs doing it, you better understand. You think ain't nobody sitting in them clubs waiting on y'all ass to come outside? You a damn fool. And then I keep trying to tell you, it could be a girl. Quit sitting up there thinking it's always a man. It could be a woman. These women slick too. They'll come out there thinking you think you finna get you some, and they go up and left your ass on side the road somewhere. Y'all better play it safe. You better play it safe, cause you about weren't gonna use no rubber no way. Y'all wasn't gonna use no rubber. Y'all just gonna go get you some, been itching the next day and didn't know who it came from. But yeah, we definitely had to put that out there, and I do want to thank you, Drika, for coming and giving us big, like the topics on autism. That was big. A lot of people, that's something that they really needed to know. And then with your domestic violence and mental health all in one, that's just some on you. And you will definitely be in my prayers. And anybody that's dealing with the kids or grown people with autism and things like that, y'all are definitely in my prayers too, because like I said, that's something that takes patience. It takes patience, y'all, and we don't have it enough. So I'm just gonna send out more prayers for y'all, because that's understandable that you go through a lot and you'll take your frustration out on the child and not knowing what to do. So and remember what she said, make sure you got that village behind y'all too. If y'all know that your kid may have autism or anything like that, just know that you got a village. Don't turn your back on the kids or whatever. Stay there. Just play it safe. Play it safe with the kids, y'all. And I love y'all. And I'll be back next week. Y'all have a blessed one. Take me off the air.
Take me out there.
What time you said, please? 9 o'clock? There you go.
And we're good. Yay!
Thank you. Give me your. Hold on, we gotta take, and I gotta take a picture with.
Leave that.
Man, hey man, hey.
You know it.
You getting that? You getting that big old